What's going on YouTube? This is your boy Ligo one half and duo, and this is basically a video I have to do after a response to certain things I've said about the place, Street Fighter and PlayStation and stuff like that. So I don't want this one to be angry. I'm just calmly point out something that I think people need to understand when I say certain things. Um, so let me point out the Street Fighter debacle with Sony. As you can see on the screen, I have the whole yes. I have a question. Sony. Now, some of the Sony PlayStation guys were saying, "Oh, deadpanning this and the whole Splatoon thing, blah blah blah." Whatever. So my question is, Sony, as a business person, as business, what the hell were you thinking? Same thing as with Capcom, and I might do one against Capcom too. But I don't know what's going on. So, Street Fighter 5 was announced at a PlayStation Experience, and it was announced that that Sony was helped doing the publishing. Okay, nothing's wrong with that. Now, again, I'll bust that bubble again. Street Fighter 5 to Capcom is like Mario to Nintendo. In other words, Mario to platform and Street Fighter 5 is to fighting games. That's their cash cow. They say that this game will not release earlier. Saying that it will not release earlier, and then they also said that because of Sony's help, we helped do this game. Okay, so they came out, shopped the game. Sony said, "Hey, we want an exclusive game on our console. We'll buy the exclusive. We'll buy the game from you, Capcom. Put the Street Fighter 5 on our console." It's business as usual with the money hand thing, but you know what? That's nothing I could be angry about. The announcement was made, and everybody was like, "Oh my god!" Everything was so happy, and everybody was like, "Wow!" Now started the whole fanboy console war thing again. Oh, all consoles better than your console, all that stuff. Well, you get an exclusive. Not bad. Not bad. I don't have the PlayStation 4, so we're gonna get it for PC. So, Sony, you helped publish this game. All right, nothing wrong with that. But there's problems that came out of this. And this is the point I'm trying to point out to these guys who asked this. Well, basically come at me and say certain things. This was a messed up deal. All right. So Sony went, gave them on this amount, undisclosed amount of money to help develop the game, even though Capcom would have developed the game anyway, because that's one of the games they have that makes tons of money. So if I help make you develop the game, as it says, then shouldn't I get the same company to develop the game for me? No. If you go check the game was not optimized in the develop for PlayStation 4, because Capcom didn't develop the game for PlayStation 4. They basically developed the game for PC, of course, using Unreal Engine and all that stuff, and they give it to this port house called DIMPS, DIMPS. Check it out. You can go check it out. See, they're the ones who ported the game. So, in other words, they didn't do the source code. They just ported over the game. So that's what I'm. If I was a Sony executive, I'm like, wow, that's strike one. Sorry. If you're gonna do this, if I'm to help you develop the game in house, I want you to want the main team working on our console, so we make sure this game is not glitch written and no problems. Well, Sony didn't say nothing to that, which kind of sad. So And Dips is a very good port house. Not like I said, not bad, not great. You know, in the middle. They have some. If you go and check out the games they ported, some are good, some are bad. But it wasn't from Capcom, so that's okay. It was not from Capcom, so I'm cool with that. All right, red flag one, but you know that didn't phase the Sony executives and seeing okay, that's crazy. Now here comes the other flag that kind of crazy. So you know you don't have many games out there that's exclusive to your console. But you do have a lot of consoles out there in the market to sell. That's already sold. That's good. You put so Capcom came, and my thing was this: yeah, the beta, blah blah blah. The beta's out there, and I gotta do a video about that beta stuff too, because that's also I've seen some stuff behind the scene now, and it's getting ridiculous. But the game gets out there. It's time to release. Capcom give Sony. I mean, if I'm publishing a game, I want to know what the game. There's no way the game did not. See, this is what I'm telling you. This is why I'm saying this deal messed up. If I'm publishing a game, I want to see what the game gonna look like before I greenlight it on my console. Now, Sony, if you let that go, if the story came out that you let it go without looking at the game before it greenlight out to the world, strike number two. That's you messed up again. I'm not gonna let the product go without seeing what the hell the product looks like. That's like me releasing my a product of the dub or album or music album, whatever. Not listen to it to say, oh wow, there's something wrong here, Let's push it back a little bit. Now, so that's kind of crazy. But if you did saw that, right, then that presumes that okay, this was just as it is, and you didn't think, wow, this is lackluster. I paid for this game. I helped pay for the publishing of this game and development of the game. How about I push this game? You know what? Let the PC go, but let's put, if my console, if we're doing it for my console, let's push it back. Hey, you say it's gonna take you 2 months to get the story mode and single player and all that stuff on the June, let's say, basically, or 3 mode. Let's push it back. We still have the console exclusive. Nobody else is gonna, we're gonna still take over it by doing the game right now. So let's push it back. But you didn't. And the thing but the third strike is what killed me. Is this? So if they did saw the product, then is up to basically they presume that you gamers are so stupid that you was, even though when this game come out, you factually go out there and still buy this game. So they presume that you guys are dumb, because nobody could have not looked at that and saw that had problems. No one up there, unless they're so far removed from the gaming scene that they don't know what they're talking about. A product that has a stable that needs internet to do basically majority of stuff, which PlayStation themselves already know. They don't have their PSN services, not the greatest, as it keeps on crashing, but also that this thing didn't have so much stuff to it that, you know what, I'm gonna greenlight this thing and give the gamers this basically this bad port of a game. So that presumes that they basically say, you know what, this game, if they looked at the game and then let it go, they presume that you guys are so crazy that you will buy it. And then if that's not the case, then they're like, basically, it's not even a win-win situation. You know what? Let, a situation. Let me break it down quickly again. Just recap it and finish off the video. So you pay for the development. You didn't even get you didn't get the core team to develop for your console. Strike one. Then, when a game got greenlit, is out of that you let Capcom run roughshod over this, or you did quality check. You did a quality check and say, this will be good enough for other people to buy. Really? And you spend the money on that? That was the deal that you made? That's crazy. That's a messed up business practice that Sony just did. I'm sorry. That deal was a bad deal. And they if like I said, if they saw what the product was and they greenlit it, that means that they basically don't think highly of the people who bought their platform. They think, wow, this is bare bones, but they'll basically buy it. So hell. Oh, so they'll basically buy it, and they should take it. Oh, I know where the features come later on. These games. That's how far these publishers think about you guys. They think that you will just simply. They're basically going to simply think that you're stupid, as you can see on the screen, take your money from you because you don't think. They're stealing the money away from you guys, and you guys don't see it. And that's the arrogance of these third-party publishers and the console manufacturers. I'm sorry. That was a bad deal. You took it up the butt. I don't know what, but again, I'm happy for a lot of the people in the community to deadpan a lot of this and say that, wow, this is messed up. This is crazy. This should not really happen. No, but you have you got some people who didn't like it. So I mean, you got the reviews at user reviews very low, and you got the game media, of course, which I guarantee you, they just eat this stuff up. And again, you know how I feel about games media. So I'm a Sony fan. Seriously, there should be an insult to your intelligence that they did this. And most of y'all, Angry Joe, Hip Hop Gamer, these YouTubers, and other people went out and buy the game, and now are very pissed at this. I feel sad for you guys. I'm not attacking you. I'm not attacking anybody for buying the game, but they sold you a bad bag of goods, and they willingly know it. Is that like I said, two things? They let Capcom run the roughshod, or they saw it and say, "Wow, you know what? Yeah." Still greenlit it because they needed to go. You could have pushed it back 3 months, even because it was on no other console. And when it came to PlayStation, it said the PC version came out. It was like this, and he went to PlayStation, and it came out in June. You know, people be like, "Oh man, the PlayStation 4 version would be much better. It came with everything." But no, so. I wish you guys the best of luck when you guys think of this stuff, really, because it's amazing, in my opinion, how y'all get taken crazy for third parties and how Sony did this deal. They messed this deal up. No ifs, ands about that. But with that said, I know there's no perfect games out there, so you know my stance. So I hope this was a calm, cool response to some of you guys who didn't like how I came out of rant anything. I never attacked none of the gamers. I attacked that Sony made a bad deal and Capcom also had an arrogance. Both these companies had arrogance, but they also think that games are so stupid now that you guys would just buy this shit. I don't buy bad games. Never. Basically, since the 6th generation. That I've been spending money. I don't buy bad games. Whatever I buy, I enjoy it and have happily kept in my collection for all these years. But I said it is what it is. So there's no perfect game out there. What's perfect to you is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply play them games.